Hey folks, welcome back to Murray Homestead once again. Today I'm going to be doing a more in-depth review of the Char-Broil, the Big Easy Airless Fryer. Alrighty, so we'll link the other video of how I do turkey in this airless fryer or oilless fryer. Um, in that video, I touched on this cooking apparatus a little bit. Considering the holidays are coming up and how much I like this thing, I wanted to do a more in-depth review on it. So it is called an oilless fryer. Um, Essentially, it runs off of propane, and there's a cylinder with another cylinder on the inside, and the ring of fire that the propane produces is on the bottom, and the heat goes up and in between those cylinders and cooks through what they call infrared technology. So you're not getting any direct heat from the flame or from any direct heat source on what you're cooking. It's that you're actually getting radiant heat, and that's going to be 360 degrees on the whole inside of the cylinder. So I'll show you quickly kind of what it looks like. So you get this lid, the cage, and this is what you're actually going to put your meat product in. And then there's the inner cylinder here. This is stainless steel. They tell you how to do it in the instructions, but you're going to want to season this first. So really long, or not really. Long story short, all you're going to do is wipe the inside down with vegetable oil and put this thing on high. I can't remember what the instructions say, but basically until the oil, you kind of get that golden brown on the inside. And that's it. It is insanely simple. And one of the reasons why I like it so much is it's very, very simple. It's more than light enough. I'll put an actual weight down in the description. I'm actually going to have two weights for y'all on this video. But it's lightweight and portable enough where you can throw it in the back of your truck and take it camping or take it tailgating or whatever you want. And although, you can't have anything touching it, and I'm sure in the user manual it gives you like a specified distance that any combustible object should be around it. But I'd say if you have a good 12 inches of clearance all the way around this thing, it's going to be safe because this outside cylinder and the whole thing doesn't get blazing hot. So it's safe. A really cool part about it that I like is that this thing sips propane. I'm actually going to weigh this propane cylinder before I cook. We're cooking 2 whole chickens on it this evening. And after it's done, which probably take about an hour and a half, give or take, I'll weigh it again and get a pretty close approximation of how much propane it uses per hour. But it's really efficient. So as opposed to a pellet grill where you're buying pellets and you need electrical, a charcoal grill, which you need charcoal, lighter fluid, and all those things, or just a traditional smoker where you're going to use a bunch of wood. This thing's really, really efficient. And what's nice is because the propane flame is not actually touching the meat whatsoever, all the fumes and off gas from the combustion of the propane just escape out the top, but not on the cylinder. So you don't get that, that propane taste that you get sometimes with just plain old grill. So this thing can do up to I believe 16 pound. Yep, up to a 16-pound turkey. And we're putting this video out right now. It might be a little bit late, but if y'all get on Amazon now, I'll leave a description down, or a link down in the description below. But this will get to your house before Thanksgiving, and you can use it to make your turkey. And again, we'll link the other video below, but in my opinion, this is by far the best way. Yeah, or for Christmas. And that's the thing. Most people get this for turkey. My coworker at work, thank you again, Kelly, told me about this. And he said it was just the best thing ever. So I got on Amazon and saw it was $100, and I said, whatever, I'll give it a shot. This makes the best dang turkey I've ever had, and other people besides just me agree. But then what's really cool is we use this thing year round. You fit 2 whole chickens in this thing super easy. Pork butts. You can fit 4 racks of ribs in there. There's a little, an additional little accessory pack I'll show y'all that you can get with it. But you can do shish kebabs, chicken legs. I mean, it's a very versatile tool. And for $100, and it comes with everything you need. My baby wants to come see it, apparently. Hi, Ellie. Do you like it? That wasn't scripted. Hi, monkey. Boom, boom. Children love it, apparently. Hi. But no, it's really, really versatile. It's clean. It's easy to clean once you get done. And it's really efficient on the fuel. And propane is really cool because it lasts borderline an eternity in its cylinder. So another really cool part about it, and we're actually making a second video tonight. Someone in the comments asked us how we make the gravy. So we're gonna make a second video just for that. But all the drippings, excuse me, baby. All the drippings go down into this little tray here. And so whether it's turkey or chicken, all those drippings, or pork, all those drippings are gonna go right into that tray. And once your meal is done being cooked in here, you can take it inside and make actual real gravy. You know, you don't have to get that nasty stuff out of a can or mix up powder. You get actual real gravy. It's insanely easy to start and operate. All you gotta do is plug it into your propane cylinder, screw that on. You're gonna turn the gas on and click the igniter. And you'll be able to see the flame down here in between the 2 cylinders. But I've never had to click this thing more than twice. Whether it's windy or whatever, it turns on insanely easy. And there's a lot of recipes from Char-Broil on their website. And what they do is just turn it on high, and that's it. Every recipe is it just on high. So all you really need besides this is a meat thermometer and some free time. Speaking of time, this also cooks very quickly. It's on average, it's about 10 minutes a pound. But again, that's a generalization. You always need to cook your meat to temperature and verify that with a meat probe or meat thermometer. They call it infrared technology, and therefore it uses radiant heat to cook whatever you're doing. One thing, and again, thank you for someone in the comments. They reminded me it's a good idea to let this thing turn it on and let it go for between 5 and 10 minutes. That's what the manual says, to preheat this apparatus before you put your food in there. And that's about it. I love this thing. It's very easy to clean. I highly recommend it. One, so you can be a superstar at Thanksgiving and have some good bird, turkey. But then also, for the rest of the year, making ribs and whole chickens on this is very, very easy. Because of the way it cooks it, the skin comes out nice and crispy, not dry, crispy. And the inside stays insanely juicy and tender. I don't know the science of exactly how it does that, but it just comes out absolutely amazing. So we'll get some like side footage. That's basically the end of the review. If you get the little accessory kit, I think that's $22. I'll link it below, but it comes with a second little layer shelf for in here. So you can put a whole chicken down here, put the little shelf on, and a whole second chicken right here. It comes with a little thing that sits on the bottom with sticks on it. And it lets you put, I think, let me see, 8 shish kebabs in there, and it holds them vertically. Crazy handy, and it comes with little racks or like little hooks. You can hang a rack of ribs right here, and so you can have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was about $22, $23. And then it does not come with an actual cover. So if you want to get a cover, I'll link that below too. I think it's whatever, 10 or 20 bucks. You'll see how much it is. But at the end of the day, for less than $150, you have an extremely versatile and, in my opinion, extremely quality cooking apparatus that is very efficient. So we'll have a couple shots in here, me putting a couple chickens in here, all the drippings that come out, bless you, all the drippings that come out underneath that you can make gravy with. And then I'm also going to weigh this propane cylinder before and after I cook the birds, so you can see how efficient it is with the propane. Love you. Alrighty, so I got 2 whole chickens on here, and you can see this the little attachment I was telling you about. It's literally just a shelf, so you can utilize more of the cylinder. The base kit also comes with this little hook, and it's important. Ask me how I know. So if you've had some turkey or Christmas beverages, just so you know, that gets really hot, and so will that. So set that to the side. I've got my my meat probes in here. This does not come with it, but I highly recommend them because you can see this remotely. So you can sit on the couch or go entertain guests or whatever and have a good idea. But you see all that meat on there, and you just set it in that cylinder like that. The manual gives you a better description of when to put that little mesh lid on and when not to. But the long and short of it is, you can put it on at the very beginning for 5 to 15 minutes, or at the very end for 5 to 15 minutes, and that's going to trap more heat in and make the skin or the exterior, whatever product you're cooking, crispy. If you just keep it on the whole time, the outside will cook too fast and the inside won't cook. So they explain it very clearly in the manual. It's really not complicated. Long story short, don't put the lid on. And that's it. So I'll show y'all how the meat turns out at the end. And again, hit the link and order it now because you want to get it as soon as possible. All right, it's been about 2.5 hours, and I'm going to show y'all how yummy this meat turns out. I had the lid off the whole time except for the last about 10 minutes. Because like I said before, that's what helps it the skin get nice and crispy. Now, I'm going to take this meat probe out. Or y'all can see how yummy that meat comes out. I'm going to take these out, wrap them up in foil, and then I'll show y'all the very last clip of how it actually looks once we cut it open. Alrighty, and then to turn this thing off, I like to turn off the propane cylinder first because the burner in there is still going to burn and get whatever gas is left in that line there. So it just already shut off. So now I'll turn it off and we're done. One of the coolest parts about this product, which again is why I recommend it so highly, is look at all those drippings we can use to make gravy, which I'm about to record an entirely separate video on how to make gravy out of the drippings. I'm doing it. Somebody made a comment saying, hey, can you show us how to make the gravy? And considering that's one of the coolest features of this product, I'm going to take out 2 birds with 1 stone, and so I'll show you how to do that later. All right, let's see how this chicken turned out. As you can tell, it's super dry and disgusting. Sarcasm. All right, so I'll show y'all. I can't even rip the leg off. You see how tender that is. It literally just falls apart, and you can see all that juice coming out. So the skin gets nice and cooked, as you can see. Not rubber. And then I'll flip this bird over real quick and show you my breasts. Ha! So I'll cut into it, and bam. There you go. How about that? So that's my super cool review on the Char-Broil Big Easy. I hope y'all liked it. I have no affiliation with them, but I would wholeheartedly recommend this to anyone I knew personally, as well as y'all. Alrighty, so we're all done cooking 2 whole chickens. It took a little over 2.5 hours. I weighed this propane cylinder before and after I got done cooking, and that includes the warm-up period and everything. So I started out at 32.1 pounds, and I ended up at 30.1 pounds. So I used exactly 2 pounds of propane. According to Google, propane weighs 4.2 pounds per gallon. So off of that, I used less than a half gallon of propane. And the current price here in Texas is $2.89 a gallon. That means I used $1.45 worth of propane to cook 2 whole birds. I don't know exactly what it would cost for pellets or for charcoal, but I'm quite certain that's quite a bit cheaper. And like I said, propane is like super fuel. It'll last, 20 years in that cylinder and keep on working. So I highly, highly recommend this whole setup. If y'all like the content I just gave y'all, please hit the like button. Obviously try to subscribe. We have a whole bunch more videos coming up. All kinds of different reviews and homesteading stuff, and me making a bunch of cool stuff. For example, our #1 livestock guardian dog is pregnant, and she'll be giving birth in just a few weeks. So I'll show y'all how I get the whelping pen and that all set up. That's very, very exciting. So thank y'all for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the stupid bell, and I'll see y'all next time. Love you.